What is up, y'all? It's KBC, and I'm back with part 3 of how I designed my first Airbnb. So this is what we was working with, y'all, initially. I just want to show y'all the before because the transformation is wild. But y'all can see I have my little stuff set up because I was trying to design and set things up where pendants was going and how I wanted this room to flow. And all I have to say, y'all, is the creator, y'all, is so wonderful, y'all, because he really helped me get this space together with the design process, y'all. Let me show y'all where we at right now as far as the living room space. What's up, guys? It's KBC, and you are back at my Airbnb. So, right now, I am in the living room portion of the Airbnb, and I just want to show you some things I decided to add to the space. I'm going to give you a quick look around so that you can get into the vibe on how I designed this space. Right now, I am on this beautiful sofa. I'm loving the neutrals that I've added to this space, but this is also going to transform into the bed for this particular Airbnb space. It is amazing, y'all. I'm like so shocked that I was able to get this amount of real estate and multifunctional furniture because that's what I was going for my Airbnb. Okay, let's talk about the space, you all. Like I said, this space is going to be like dual purpose. So I do have a couch, but it does turn into a bed. I wanted to use as many natural materials as possible because y'all know that I'm modern organic, but it's also a cottage edge to this. Okay, so it's kind of like a cottage look to this as well. So, tips for when you are doing the modern organic style here. I've used a lot of natural materials, okay? That is like a big deal when you're doing the modern organic look, right? So, that table, the console table in the corner, I remember when I was taking you guys with me through RH and I saw one similar to this. I decided to put one in front of that window over there, the natural rattan baskets, the stone work on the vessels, the moss, the wood. Y'all know the vibe, okay? The flowers, sprigs, okay? We're still in the summer season closing it out. So that is a typical hallmark of the modern organic interior, okay? So just those natural elements that I use to really make this living space bright. You guys saw initially this space was like so kind of like dark in here, that dingy yellow color had to go, and basically I had to bring the light in by making the walls white, paneling, adding that extra texture with the fluting really made this room come alive. I really feel because I didn't really want a bunch of walls that laid flat. I really knew that texture was really going to pop this room out here. So you guys remember that table from my other living room? I decided to push it in here because that table can wheel around. So it's perfect for when if the Airbnb guest has to move that table, they're able to. The natural wood organic elements on the ceiling, the coffer ceiling, are really complementing the rest of the space. And it really brings the eye up and opens up the space. That's what my intention was with this whole thing here. I also added copper tones to this to warm up the space as well, along with that chocolate brown. You guys see that theme throughout my home. I did that same thing in my Airbnb property, and it really just gives you an outdoor indoor feel in here. Like, it's the pops of green, the modern comes in with the sleek lines, with the black, the flutes, the modern electric fireplace. the industrial metals and things that are added to that. So those are tips and tricks. Really also like the neutral palette that I chose, but this is like a really up to date version of like using a neutral palette, right? Because it's not just black and white. There's other elements that have been added to really just make this room pop. And if you are going to do neutrals, things like texture is very important, so everything is not like flowing and meshing all together where it's falling flat. You want it to be, vibrant even if you're using a neutral palette. But that is a tip also if you're doing modern organic, is to use texture neutral palette. A lot of people use a minimalist color palette. Um, and I definitely feel like some of these neutrals, like, I have like, you see the soft kind of beiges, the off whites. Some of it is white in here, but it definitely brings a warmer look when you just don't have all of the same kind of color where it's just falling flat. Natural lighting also I'm loving, because this does have a bunch of windows in here. It brings a lot of light in here, and with that dingy color out of here, it definitely lightened up the room big time, okay? Along with the fact that I've also added like lights throughout to give it, a really bright look. But also, if I want to soften the lighting, also, it does give a nice natural lighting in there as well, where the guests are able to rest and get a good rest. But also, if they want to feel like they're outdoors, it's like bringing the outdoors in. So this is what we have worked on so far in here, you all. I will be having more updates to this space. So if you like this video, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video, and I will be back with more updates. Stay tuned.